Hello and welcome to my quick tutorial on how I use VRM Live Viewer for some of my videos and shorts with my Vroid avatar. So here is where you would load your Vroid. You have the option to load it directly from the Vroid hub. And if you have multiples already loaded, that's what this button means. So you're taking out or you're adding, that's what that means. But we're gonna go ahead and add my character. Here we go. We have my character. We can use the middle mouse wheel to zoom in and out. You can use the right click to move the camera like this, and you can use the left click to move the camera like this. To load the motion, you would click up here. This is going to be your motion stuff. I have some stuff already loaded, but it doesn't, when you first load it, it doesn't automatically load it. It just shows it for some reason. Don't really know why. So we're going to load a data, our emotion. So I have emotion loaded now. Emotion is loaded. She does automatically start dancing. To add the music, you can click on this folder and load it this way. I have loaded quite a bit of music and they do not go away. They stay in there in case you want to choose them again. You can do it this way, or you can click on the speaker. No, not the speaker. You can click on this and this and load it that way. Let's just load a music. So we load the music and you can't hear it because I do not have my desktop audio on for this tutorial. Yeah. What's also cool is you have the option to lip sync. You can lip sync it to your mic. So if you notice when I'm talking, her lips are talking the same way. So ha ha ha, hi, hi, hi. Let's do it this way actually. I'm gonna turn the motion off. Let's just T-pose you real quick. See? So this is mic lip sync. So if you have a motion and you don't have the correct lips or the lip motion is crap, you can just kind of wing it this way. This is the audio lip sync. So it will sync it to the actual audio. It is a little janky because it will pick up like the beats and everything too. So I normally recommend the preset, which is like if it already had lips movements, it will load it that way, or none. So that is that. Backgrounds. You have very many different options for backgrounds. These are default backgrounds, which are pretty cool. Awesome stages. This one's kind of one of my favorites to start out with. I really like this one too. I wish they had an option to like change it, because I would get rid of this, but I mean it's understandable. This is a cool stage. But yeah, really neat stages. If you want to edit a stage, you do have that option as well. You can change the floors and you can change the skies. A whole lot of cool options here for you. You can also load pictures. If you have a 3D image or even just a static image, this not gonna lie, this was an AI generated 3D world that I created. Well, I generated. I have tried to, I think this is the original one. I did edit it a little to take these like people out, but yeah, you can generate a 3D image or make a 3D image, and you can do it that way. Oh, while I'm at it, this is how you change the color if you don't have a sky. So like if you just want a green screen, you can choose the color this way. Let's change it to a regular stage here. And let's put this guy on none. And we want a green screen. That is how you do a green screen. These little optical thingies that pop up, so like that plane is not in this one. I don't know where it's at. It's gotta be on here somewhere. Normally all the options are in this little sparkly button. So like when you're clicked on this one, it's got like the cherry blossoms. You can click on that and edit it this way. You can take it off. You can add all of these cool little features. So that is that. You also have the option to load certain things. So like if you have a 3D stage or have downloaded a 3D stage, you can load objects and stuff as well. And they are the GLB files. So I will load this up again so that it comes back loaded. So this is a stage that I got from one of the websites that offered GLB stages to edit these stages, because this did not load like with all of these vibrant colors. I just figured this out. You can mess with the settings. Let me see if I remember this. So there's a lot of options for lighting and settings. No, it's not that. But while I'm here, let's go ahead and show the lighting for like your character. So most of these options have you can go into the settings this way. I switch back and forth. So I like this little drop down feature. And I feel like I use the setting stuff this way more. But you have your main light. You can change the color of this light. So your character's different color. So it matches the place a little bit better if you want. You can move how many shadows you want. Where, like, I can't remember oh, there it is, the bias, yep. And you can move the light, make it look a different way. It does affect the stage too, a little too, so yeah, that's a thing. Ambient light is like your secondary light. Is one for just the stage. You do have stuff like this. It's kind of cool. You can change the colors. So many cool things. Honestly, just playing around in the program is how I learned a lot of stuff. There was some things like loading the stages. I knew people could load the stages, but it took me forever to figure out how until I finally found a tutorial that told me, and I felt stupid because I was like, oh, that was kind of easy. I think this was it, maybe. No, this was not it. But this is how you change the stage and move it. So like if your feet aren't touching the floor and stuff, so you can move it that way. Ah, haha. Okay. So there's a little screwdriver, not screwdriver, it's a wrench. You can click on that and that will give you the emission settings. And this is what I used to change the stuff in the stage. So this is how you do that. But I swore it did something for the... Ah, there we go. Okay. And this is like the main stage stuff. Oh yeah. Pretty neat. Pretty cool. What other features are there? You can do the auto blink. So I like it on the auto blink because sometimes the blinks are a little weird. And I like it looking at the person looking at me so that it's always looking at the camera. Oh, speaking of cameras, you can load your camera as well in this section as well. So let's load a camera. Let's go back to the VMD. And it'll do the camera. So pretty cool. If there is something that is not working, if you can get an error about bones because Vroid models are different than MMD models, and I believe they are missing bones that MMD models have, which you can go through that whole process of trying to add it. I have not been able to successfully do that, so I just kind of bear with it and play with camera angles or work with it a different way. Let me load I'm gonna load a motion that has an error so you can see what it looks like and see how to kind of play around and fix it. So here is a motion with the error. So it's pretty much just telling you it's not gonna look right. You are gonna notice it's gonna look a little weird. There is options to kind of sort of fix this to make it look a little bit better, but it's still not gonna look perfect. So if you notice here, she was supposed to brush off her leg. Let's go back to that part and pause it. Actually, let's get rid of this camera too, though. I'm not going to keep those, but we want to... Don't want viewer. There we go. All right. That's how you switch it from the VMD camera angles to the viewer. So that's something to remember too. I always forget that. But yeah, let's go back to that part and just kind of play around the setting and see if we can make it look like she's dusting her knee. If you know what dance this is, I give you 10 points. All right. So she is dusting her knee, but her hand is all the way up there. We are going to go in the body settings. These are the body settings. So she's got a ratio. You can play around with these ratios. When it has a problem, it will auto adjust, which makes it look a little wonk. And you can do this. Or you can just turn it off, which kind of sort of breaks it most of the time. I don't think I've ever seen a motion where you can turn this off unless you literally just want the top half. But yeah, this is the only way to kind of fix your motion. But still gonna look weird. So I think that's pretty much it for VRM Live Viewer. Again, there are a bunch of settings. Probably more stuff that I haven't shown you, but feel free to try it for yourself, play around, and let me know if this tutorial has helped you. I will see you next time. Bye!